Rustic Elegance, turn small spaces into beautiful gardens with repurposed everyday items. In a world where space is a luxury, transforming a tiny balcony, patio, or even a small indoor corner into a flourishing garden may seem impossible. But here at Little Big Living, we believe that creativity and smart design can turn even the smallest nooks into breathtaking green sanctuaries. And the best part? You don't need expensive materials or a sprawling backyard. With a bit of imagination and repurposed everyday items, you can craft a rustic yet elegant garden space that not only brings nature closer to you but also tells a story of sustainability and charm. Whether you live in a tiny apartment, a cozy cottage, or a compact city home, today's video will guide you through stunning ways to infuse rustic elegance into your small garden space. If you love creative design ideas for tiny homes and small spaces, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to Little Big Living. Let's prove together that you can live big in even the tiniest places. Rustic Elegance is all about blending natural beauty with vintage appeal. It's about using materials that tell a story, objects that have been given a second life, and elements that bring a warm, lived-in charm to a space. In small gardens, this style works beautifully because it relies on textures, layers, and unique focal points rather than sheer size. Repurposing everyday items, like old wooden crates, chipped teapots, and discarded ladders, creates an aesthetic that feels both cozy and intentional. When space is limited, every piece you add must serve a purpose, whether it's providing vertical height, adding color, or enhancing functionality. Wooden crates and pallets are a dream material for small space gardeners who love rustic elegance. They are versatile, easy to source, and offer endless possibilities for planting, storage, and display. A simple wooden crate can become a charming herb garden when lined with burlap and filled with soil, while an old shipping pallet can be transformed into a stunning vertical planter, maximizing greenery without taking up valuable floor space. The beauty of these materials lies in their weathered texture and natural imperfections, which blend effortlessly with the rustic aesthetic. You can stack crates to create a multi-tiered plant display or mount pallet slats on a wall to hang small pots of lavender and thyme. To enhance the look, try staining the wood in warm tones or whitewashing it for a distressed finish. The result? A rustic yet refined space where plants thrive and old materials find new purpose. Small spaces call for small yet impactful details, and nothing adds charm quite like repurposed teacups, tin cans, and mason jars as planters. Imagine a collection of vintage teacups lined along a wooden shelf, each holding tiny succulents or delicate ferns, bringing an air of nostalgia to your garden nook. Tin cans, once destined for the recycling bin, can be transformed into delightful hanging planters when wrapped in twine or painted in soft pastel shades. Mason jars, with their timeless appeal, make stunning herb gardens when mounted on a rustic wooden board. These small containers allow you to introduce When floor space is limited, the best way to grow a garden is up. Vintage ladders and wooden shelving provide the perfect solution for vertical gardening in small spaces while adding a touch of rustic charm. A weathered ladder leaned against a wall can become a striking plant stand, with each rung supporting cascading vines, potted flowers, or aromatic herbs. Similarly, reclaimed wooden shelves mounted on a balcony railing can hold an array of potted plants, maximizing greenery without overcrowding the space. The beauty of these elements lies in their simplicity and functionality. Each piece serves a purpose while enhancing the overall aesthetic. To further elevate the rustic feel, consider distressing the wood or adding decorative brackets with intricate metalwork. Vertical gardening not only saves space but also creates a layered look that makes even the smallest garden feel abundant and lush. Nothing says rustic elegance like galvanized metal in the garden. Old buckets, watering cans, and metal basins make fantastic planters that blend seamlessly with the vintage-inspired theme. Their weathered surfaces and industrial feel contrast beautifully with the softness of greenery, creating a harmonious balance. Large galvanized tubs can be used for small vegetable patches, while old watering cans make whimsical hanging planters when suspended from hooks or tree branches. To add a decorative touch, consider stenciling vintage typography or floral motifs onto the metal surfaces. The aged patina of these materials tells a story, making them Repurposed antique window frames and shutters can transform a blank wall or fence into a visually striking garden feature. These architectural elements add a sense of history and structure to small outdoor spaces while providing a unique way to display climbing plants or hanging baskets. A distressed window frame with no glass can act as a trellis for ivy or flowering vines, creating a vertical focal point that enhances the rustic aesthetic. Old shutters, when painted in soft, muted tones, can be propped against a wall and adorned with small pots of herbs or cascading greenery. These elements bring a sense of nostalgia and charm, making your garden feel like a timeless retreat tucked away from the modern world. Lighting plays a crucial role in setting the mood of a rustic small garden, especially in the evenings. Stringing fairy lights across a balcony railing, draping them over a pergola, or weaving them through the branches of a small tree instantly transforms the space into an enchanting retreat. Vintage lanterns, whether hung from hooks or placed on wooden crates, add warmth and an old-world charm that enhances the rustic aesthetic. Opt for warm-toned bulbs to create a cozy, inviting glow that makes your small garden feel magical. Lighting is not just functional. A small space should never limit your creativity. With a touch of rustic elegance and the clever repurposing of everyday items, any corner of your home can be transformed into a stunning green sanctuary. Whether you use vintage teacups, old ladders, or weathered crates, each element adds character and charm to your little oasis. Remember, the beauty of a rustic garden lies in its imperfections. The more lived in and personal it feels, the more special it becomes. If you enjoyed these ideas and want more inspiration for tiny home living, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to Little Big Living. Let's continue proving that you can live big, no matter how small your space may be.